LMFT sports listeners, I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes. And all those people and businesses that support those teen athletes. January 10th, the first 10 days have just flown by, Dr. D. What do you say? It just went, woo, just flown by. Well, because, yeah, I'm unplugged. So that's how come I flown. 2017, because that thank you, Dr. Energy. Numerologically, is that?
Yeah, any way you want.
Close enough.
It's a number one.
Right?
Right. I love that.
Yeah.
It's all about me now.
Yeah, I prefer sevens, but okay.
No, I like number one. And it's the fire rooster.
Well,
right?
it will be.
Well, it's going to be the fire rooster.
Yeah.
So we jump from the fire monkey, we go into the fire rooster. It's going to be another intense, wonderful year.
Why do we have to deal with fire?
I like it.
I can appreciate the metaphor.
I like hot things.
The literality of it bothers me. Fire. There's enough fire in this area.
It has to do with creativity.
That's change.
First chakras. Fire.
Yeah,
Yep.
fire.
Yep.
Hot.
Ooh. Steamy hot.
Are you focusing on Dr. Energy with all of your teaching and your lecturing and you're doing it?
Just cooking on it.
See, that's it. You are. With
I
gas.
am.
And you're
With
sitting
gas.
next to me.
It's been
great.
Mexican food weekend. Yes.
Nice. I love
cooking
it.
with gas.
Fabulous. How you doing?
I'm just doing great. I had the most amazing, wonderful Christmas.
Yeah.
My wonderful daughter brought me 8 Hanukkah gifts,
Nice.
3 Christmas gifts,
Whoa.
1 birthday gift,
Wow.
and a partridge in a pear tree.
I know you just loaded up, huh? I think we've gotten closer since I've done that Ancestry.com, and like I'm the 1% now.
The 1%
Yeah, I know.
Jew?
Yeah,
it's the
I know.
97% German that
I know.
I'm
Yeah,
a
but
little
I'm not
bit
that
funny
1%,
with.
though. But I knew it, too. Before I opened it up, I didn't say like a silent prayer or anybody, but I just knew it. And then when for my first phone call, I said, I was the first phone call.
What do you mean?
I called you.
Oh,
you're the first person that I called.
Of course you did.
I know. I was so excited.
When?
Huh? After, remember?
No.
You don't remember I called you and told you
What?
that I was 1%?
This conversation is like, who's on first?
I know. You didn't know?
Oh, you called me to tell me you
yes,
were
I was in the
1%?
1%. We're in the same tribe.
Which 1% is it? The one that complains about aches and pains? I figure.
We get to that. I'm so excited about the 1%. Seriously, talk about my aches and pains, right? Because last week, and you get really mad. Well, I'm healed. Okay.
Yes.
Look, put your hands together, Katie. Okay, you saved me.
Thank you very much.
I mean, get up on the blow. I mean, you're right. Okay, Santa Barbara Body Therapy, and what you did last time you sprayed me. Okay, you gave me, and I thought it was kind of awkward.
She's not a cat.
I know, no, but exactly. No, but I had my leg, did the whole leg thing, and you started doing your magic, and then I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And because I was in pain, and I was cycling through that pain. What part of the body was it? The calf.
The calf.
Calf. Okay, it was a calf.
You don't even remember? You were in so
I don't know
much
what
pain
it's
last
called.
week.
It was.
Wonderful.
It was. No, done. Okay, so I was getting probably about 150. No kidding, like a day. I'm talking.
Cramps.
So I'm like, cramps. That's the word.
Cramps.
Okay, yeah. And then remember, I got yelled up because they said, okay, I'm going to cramp it back. So I had that stem, and then I remember when Dustin Aliano was here. I'm like, okay, fine, I'm going to get you back because after you have it like 3 or 4 days, you're over it. So I wanted my body to see what it felt like. So yeah, I did do that. So whatever, I did it not a lot, but I did my 10 or 12
that I'm
times.
also a therapist?
Yeah, I know. We'll get to that. I know. You gave me a coupon. Okay, so by 2017, I know. Well, because we're in the same tribe. Okay, so now, so then Sabrina gave me some. You gave me some, and then
So what we're talking about was that your body was deficient in magnesium.
Yes.
So you were having leg cramps.
Yes.
And so we gave your body the mineral, the nutrient that it needed.
Yes.
Either through external application through oil or through internal application.
Yes.
And you gave your body the mineral you desperately needed. It no longer needs to cramp. So you went from 150 cramps to
none.
Fabulous.
I'm healed. I'm just healed.
May I say hallelujah?
Well, the interesting thing is to remember that the skin isn't that our largest organ?
Absolutely.
And we forget that what we apply to our skin is getting absorbed into the body. So that was so helpful to put the magnesium on the skin. I would have never thought of that.
Right.
Yeah,
so
but you're the only place that sells it.
Absolutely.
Because I looked for it, okay? And Sabrina actually, my therapist, my body massage therapist, who, was good friends of yours and who...
And a BTI grad.
Yes, of course, okay? And then she said, because this is the only place that you could get it. And so where is that place? If anybody's got these aches and pains, because really what she said is that because I don't have a bathtub, so you can't take the...
have a bath?
No, I have jacuzzi. No, I have showers.
Right.
So you can't take the Epsom salt bath because you could do that.
That's another great way to
Right.
get the magnesium into your body is to
Right.
take a warm Epsom salt bath.
Right.
Right.
So-
So you can take a supplement of magnesium. Imagine you took something like Calm where you're taking it orally. And you can also get oils that you can spray onto the skin. And we sell them at the Body Therapy Institute. Yes. Magnesium oil.
It was like magic. I mean, it's so, when you're walking with your friends and all of a sudden they look around, where's Erica? I mean, she's, limping. It's funny. And I'm always behind. And I mean, it lasted for how long did I have for? Like 2 weeks? 2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah. And I just suffered. Yes, for 2 weeks. Honestly. And then now, well, actually, it was like 2 days before we did the telethon, right? And I'm standing there. I said, thank God it was only 2 minutes and 23 seconds. So I prayed. I said, God, okay, for this next 2 minutes and 23 seconds, okay, because while I was in the waiting room waiting, I was like, it was happening again. And it happened. So for the 2 minutes and 23 seconds, I said, dear God, please, I very rarely ask, please not during, and then when they get the lights on, you can't even see anyway. So I couldn't even see if I would be crippling myself because you just got to keep it. Everyone smile. Can't even see, but it works. So please, people, if there's any reach on this show at all, I can't be the only person in Santa Barbara that has leg cramps. How do we get a hold of you if you want to talk to you?
Our number is 805-966-5802.
Or talk to Dr. Dale Figtree right over here to your left. Put your hands together.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I was going to say, long term, it's good to eat a lot of foods that are high in
magnesium.
Yeah, and the green leafy vegetables are very high in magnesium. And now you can get vegetable juices at any place, there's all over. And those juices, if they're a mixture of carrots and celery and cucumbers and chard and kale, things like that, that's rich in magnesium too.
So it reminds me that the Something Organics, they have a juice box. So their juice box is not juice in the box. Their juice box is a box of fruits and vegetables for you to juice with.
Exactly.
And they'll deliver it once a week. It's wonderful.
A great way to get high magnesium.
Something's good.
Yeah.
That's a Google. Something's good. Givens Farms. We love it.
Also, I have here something from the Mayo Clinic. I might have read it on here before, so I won't do the whole thing. But the one thing it says, apropos of the leg problems, it says water at bedtime will also help prevent nighttime cramps. Your leg muscles are seeking hydration when they cramp and wake you up with what we call a Charlie horse. So drinking a glass of water at bedtime will help prevent nighttime leg cramps.
By the way, what is the significance, I ask both of you, or maybe the difference between the magnesium, which is supposed to helps that type of situation, as opposed to, say, potassium? I've always heard, too, eat a banana or something if you're starting to feel those kinds of things. Can you kind of balance those two out?
Well, the truth of the matter is that we need the whole family. I've had clients that have had cramps who have taken like calcium, magnesium, potassium pills, and their cramps went away. So even though magnesium by nature is a relaxer, relaxes our muscles, the truth of the matter is that balance is everything, and a balance of all minerals. And you get it by eating real food. Mm-hmm. So it's not just a matter of finding the right supplement.
I mean, every sport that I've ever participated in or watched, I don't think there's ever been a time where I haven't seen a teen athlete get a cramp. I mean, same kind of thing. I mean, it's either, lack of water, right?
Right.
Or you could say maybe in their diet, same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Correct?
I think it's a combination of things.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, I did not know. I love, that's one thing I got to say about this show. I mean, learning. Learning is good. I had no idea. I really didn't. I mean, you would think I would have known, but I didn't. But I like it. And I still have continued. Not only that, I've slept a lot better. I've got to say, and taking it orally at night, drinking it before I go to bed. Not a lot, just take like a little teaspoon before I go to bed. It helped a lot, really.
Again, magnesium is a relaxer, so it will help you to calm and sleep well at night. Yes, it sounds like...
Do you think I need that?
No.
No?
No, God, no. No. Only one Dr. Energy is not enough for this show.
There you go. All right, know what we're going to do? We've got the Cardinals are in the house. Got girls varsity basketball. We've got Tom Reed in the house. I'm excited about that. We also got Saul Alcaraz in the house. So let's take a little break, listen to some new commercials, and we'll be back with more of these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda. Salda. I wanted to drop the D because it's the new year. Why have extra letters?
I think it's salsa.
Salsa, that's it. Salada is another thing, too. Dr. D, say, what are you doing, Erica? This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes and all the people that support those athletes. Where else can you find us?
When is it?
Where can you find us? Every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. Dr. D, where else can you find us? I'm going to ask you.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Twitter, Facebook.
Right.
I love the gal we used to have on many years ago, Jody.
Uh-huh.
On the internets.
There you go.
The World Wide Webs.
That's it.
AM 1290, Santa Barbara News Press radio station.
Good, love it.
And Santa Barbara TeenSportsRadio.com.
And YouTube.
And YouTube, too?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And we're everybody.
All right.
Do you know that they have actually combined all of these different, what would you call them? What are these? Social media. And they've combined Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, and now it's called You Yahoo Twitface.
Oh, wow. That's really good. All right. That is awesome. All right, we're going to keep that. I'm going to write that down. That was awesome. Put your hands together. Tom Reed. You know, it was a game changer when I met you. Thank you, Les Carroll. It's funny because every other month, I don't know, we tried to get it together, and the whole tour thing. And I've toured a lot of the nonprofits, and I don't know, it came together one Friday. We did it right around the holidays, well, before Christmas, around Thanksgiving time. And Barbara sent us through and actually brought Ann Daly with me, one of the postmasters, which was a great, another good hookup. And I tell you, I had no idea. The Unity Shop, wow. I mean, put your hands together. Wow. All right, what? 1,800 volunteers, 300 nonprofits.
20,000 clients, about 300 referring agencies. It's never been done anyplace else that we know of in America.
Right.
Odd that it would be in a little resort town like Santa Barbara, but with rents as high as they are, you can imagine that low-income families get in trouble in a heartbeat if any little thing goes wrong. So we serve as the safety net, but unless you step foot inside the doors, like whatever you thought the month before you came in, that's what 95% of the people in this city, in this county, think about Unity Shop. Kind of a well-known brand, kind of a household name in a sense. But until you walk in and see not only what's done, but the way it's done, it just doesn't register.
Tom, can you speak to a couple of friends of mine said, oh, well, it's cool that you do that in Santa Barbara, the fact that people come in and they actually receive exactly what it is that they need rather than a bag that has ingredients that they have no idea what's in it. That this model, they say, well, you know, Santa Barbara is a special place. You couldn't do that elsewhere. And I really want to speak to dissolving that image of someone in need that somehow or another they're going to take advantage of the system or something, because that's not what I've experienced, and I don't believe that's what you've experienced.
Well, no. Taking advantage of the system sounds like people that are churning, just showing up, getting free stuff all the time. They bring documentation. And so we have birth certificates, rent receipts, pay stubs, and if they're getting aid by any other aid-giving agency, food stamps, unemployment, aid to families with dependent children, Department of Social Services, we have all of that. And so we know quite a bit about the clients. It's not a police state. We're not trying to catch anybody, but we know a lot about them, and we know how many times they come. We know how much what they receive each time, but we also know they're in need. And so it's there may be a tiny percentage that's trying to get a little ahead this way. But the facts are it's not that attractive of a deal. You know, it's attractive to come to the Unity Shop if you're struggling. If you don't have enough money to buy food and pay rent, then it's really vital. If you're doing okay, it's not the place you're going to end up. So we don't have that kind of a thing. Now, Santa Barbara is unique in that way, and there are other cities that are looking at this model because every city in America struggles with this challenge. How do you take care of families that just suddenly are in trouble? It's entry-level income, single mom. 60% of our clients are single moms. So single mom with 2 kids, and she's making $10 an hour. Okay, how does that work? David Borgatello was on the telethon a little bit after you, and he supports it from Marburg Industries because he sees what's out there. He sees 2 families living in a garage, right? Families stacked up in a little 2-bedroom apartment, 2 and 3 families to share the rent. I mean, that's reality when you're trying to survive, even in this town. Now, they're invisible. They have no voice. You don't hear about them very much. Cities, on average, try to kind of ignore. They sort of wish the need would go away and they could deal with other things. But Unity Shop, and the reason for Unity is Pearl Chase 100 years ago had a heart for people that were struggling. And so she started with food for families, toys for kids, and seniors. Let's do something for seniors, at least at Christmas time. And then Barbara Tellefson picked up that vision and thought it through in a very unique way. So it's all about the people involved, not so much just a mechanical system.
So, Tom, you mentioned documentation. I'm wondering if Unity also serves the undocumented alien.
I can tell you, if a mother shows up with a couple of kids and she's hungry, we're not turning her away. We don't turn anybody away.
Because I've met folks who live under the radar because they're illegal, and they struggle.
Yeah.
And they don't see any way to get services because they're terrified of being discovered.
Some of them are maybe intimidated just by what you just outlined right there, and they may stay away, and I wish they wouldn't.
Thank you.
Because we're there to help people that are in need. Again, it's not a police state. We're not trying to monitor quotas and be legalistic about this. We're trying to help some people that need help. That's the deal.
I like it when I went there and I saw a mom go in there and the daughter, little, probably about 6 or 7, Dominique, went and asked the mom, basically the child got to pick out 2 gifts and went back to the mom and asked if it was okay. You know what I mean? And the way they did it, you would never know, the child would never know that the mom is receiving gifts.
Right.
It's kind of like the mom is picking out presents, for the child. And what you did last year, because we supported last year in Goleta, Teen Sports Radio wrapped all the gifts for everybody over in Goleta for the United Boys and Girls Club, and didn't know at the time, and we were all participated. It was probably one of the top 3 Christmases I've ever had outside of the birth of both of my boys. Thank you very much. We had no idea. Like all those toys came from the Unity Shop. So again, servicing, as many nonprofits as you're servicing. So I don't know. I don't think anybody really realizes exactly what you do. So
Well, it's actually kind of sophisticated. The more you dig, I've been there 15 years, and I'm still learning some stuff about this thing. And what we're learning is that giving is a little bit more complicated than you would guess. That whole idea that you mentioned earlier, giving away a bag or a box of food, it's 70% is wasted. It's just wasted. So we fixed it with the manner in which things are done. So we give them a shopping cart, assign them a staff person or a volunteer, and they can have so many items in each category. But within that category, they have complete freedom to take what they want. They're not going to take it off the shelf unless they're going to use it. So there's no waste. But the other thing you just touched on is really important. When the families come through, this is all about reinforcing the family unit and supporting the parents, because the kids can get resentful when dad's gone. They don't live in the same place. They don't have as much money as they used to have. They can get angry, confused. They may not even be able to articulate the problem. They can also get rebellious, and that creates a huge problem in the family. So as they come through, if the mom is picking out the food they're going to eat for the next month, right? She's approving the toys they're going to have. She's choosing the clothing they're going to wear. She's in charge. She's in that position of authority that they're supposed to be in, and that creates respect from the kids. If the parents lose the respect of the kids, that's the last straw. That can be very detrimental to the family unit. So that's the manner in which things are done, not just giving out food and clothes, that kind of stuff.
So when we come across someone who's in need, can we just tell them to come to 1401 Chapala Street?
You absolutely can. I can tell you, usually families in need are already in relationship with Department of Social Services, or it could just be a nurse or a teacher at a school that finds out what's going on and she sends them down. We can self-refer so that everybody's kind of connected in that way. And so if they come down to 1401 and they're in trouble, we'll take care of them.
The telethon is over. It's January 10th, and I know how it goes in January. It's like everyone takes a deep breath. All right, but I'm really asking, because you know as well as I do, I mean, this needs to continue. I mean, because people still have to eat in January. They still have to. It's getting cold, right? They still need clothes.
That's right.
Right? Kids still need books, right? They need erasers. They need pens. So, I mean, here's your chance. We got a minute. I mean, whatever you want to say. I mean, there to support you. Commercials, anything you need. So,
well, we appreciate that. Donations do tend to go to zero in January, and then there's tax season, and then people start traveling for summer. And we're a year-round operation, have been for 30 years plus, and so we're there. We're trying to figure out how to pay off our building and eliminate that fixed overhead with the mortgage. And so there's a Burn the Mortgage program. We have a $150,000 matching challenge grant on the table. So if anybody wanted to help us with that, we could do a better job if we didn't have that mortgage. And we want to assure that these services are there for the next 100 years. But when school closes and back to school season comes back around, that's an important one. We buy that stuff. So the dollars that come in, we can buy it with a 90% discount. I don't know anybody else who can do that. And I'll tell you how that can work. It'd take a little bit longer than maybe you want to spend on the air. But let me tell you, dollars donated to the Unity Shop are leveraged tremendously. And the idea of having new clothes for kids, new school supplies, and things for the seniors, the 3,300 seniors we take care of, and also for the long-term recovery. All 10 programs at the Unity Shop are done in a manner that all of us in this county can be very, very proud of. And it's the way we would like to have it done.
Let me have your phone number.
965-9051. Direct to my desk, and I'd be willing to talk to anybody in town.
One more time.
965-9051.
Ooh, this is the man right here. Unity. God, country, family, unity.
That's it. We're all together in this deal.
That's it. Hey, we're going to take a little break. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. Who's in the house right now? Yeah. My man,
all right.
Saul Alcaraz.
Hi, everybody.
Woo!
It's
oh,
good
my
to
goodness.
see all of you.
Christmas just came and went, but you killed it.
Oh, been so busy. I haven't seen you forever.
I know,
I
but
miss
you know,
guys. It's good to be here.
Everybody just loves. Every year you always take care of us. Thank you. We love you.
And I've been waiting for you. I
know. Well, it's January 10th.
So
but
I have a lot of gifts for everybody.
I know. You took care of us. And then you also did the glass blowing for the Bishop kids, the Chinese students. How wonderful was that? Huh? They all loved you? Huh? It blew up in Beijing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, don't say that.
Don't say that.
No, it
blew up in Beijing.
Well, that's a you know what that is?
Terminology.
Yeah.
Well, that means fire. That means fire in the hole, as they say. You know, when you're a glass blower, you're a glass blower. Oh my goodness, you guys are being too 2017.
Okay.
Fire. Rooster. Okay.
Yeah,
There's a fire in
at
the
the shop. It's nice and hot today.
Yes, definitely.
So
no,
it's
it was
good to
awesome.
be here.
So what's going on? Tell me.
Well, there's a lot going on. I've been really busy, but life is good, and just teaching a lot of classes, teaching a lot of people, and selling a lot of work, and just teaching a lot of kids.
Well, every time I come into your shop, there's like a new artist or new area of the world where you're investigating how they're blowing glass.
Right.
So what's your latest place of inspiration?
Japan. I was just in Japan, so I had an awesome time teaching a little bit over there too. Some of my techniques and learning from their techniques. And
is it different? How different is it?
It's not, well, the art is different, but not the techniques. It's all the same if you really think about it. It's just the work. Everybody's different. Like, we're different artists. We have different visions, we create different, but at the end, it's all the same. So a few different tools,
Have you ever been to Murano?
Yes, I have. I spent a couple of weeks working there about 5 years ago.
Well, that must have been an experience.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, working in Murano.
That was my dream, and it came true 5 years ago. You know, getting into Murano is not easy. Not everybody can go there because they're they keep it very secret in their families.
Yes. So you went to the factory and you actually...
I did. I worked with Gino Masukato. I don't know how he saw my work somehow, and he invited me to come. When I was there, not everybody were happy. But then, you know, when you start working, and then once they know, if you really know what you're doing, then they opened up, you know, because it's all the same.
Just tell them you're Italian. They're not going to know that.
There you go. I don't know about that.
Mother's
but
side.
It was great.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, after Murano, that's when the idea of teaching was born, because I used to see all these people coming into, you know, buses, and they would give them a tour, but they never let them try it. They would just make a little horse, you know, a small vase. And I'm like, oh, when I get back to Santa Barbara, I'm not only going to let people watch, but I'm going to teach them.
Nice.
And it's become a huge, really, really huge thing for us here in
When
Santa
is
Barbara.
your next class coming up? This is January 10th, so when would your next class
Oh, we have them every day. Every
classes
single
every
day,
day?
7 days a week now. I mean, I started on the weekends, and now it's 7 days a week. That's why I got to take vacations every 3 months. So
And how
I'm
long
leaving.
would it take somebody to learn how to make something?
You know, the way I teach, that's one of the things that a lot of people like coming to my studio. One, I let people make their own items. I don't get involved. And like in other studios, if you go to another studio, they'll do probably 80% of the work for you because they work very different than I do. Most glass blowers, they work in teams. There's always 3 to 4 people working in one piece. See, I do everything by myself, so I push people to do it that way. I only help if they screw up. I fix it and give it back. But no, that's why people like coming, because they get the whole experience, from gathering the glass to coloring the glass to breaking the doors and messing up all the equipment. I'm not worried about that, you know, and people like doing that.
I can't recommend it enough. It's so thrilling. You first start out and you're rolling the metal bar that has the glob of glass on the end, and it's in the hot fire. And the first minute or two, it's like so exciting. And then by the third minute, it's like,
people get nervous.
Oh my God, I can't stop. But
once you start,
thrilling.
you can't stop.
Such a creative process.
It's a magical thing. It's a magical thing. But anyways, and that's what we've been doing, and it's been a busy holiday.
Do you have any plans, vacation plans?
Yes, I'm leaving to Hawaii.
Ooh, when are you going?
This coming month. So I'll be taking
a couple of weeks off?
10 days.
Nice. For glass blowing or just for vacation?
No, just relaxing.
Yeah, you need it. Well, that's the thing. When you work so intently like you do, and you need to download.
I do. I got to go and get inspired again and come back and create these beautiful things.
Just a quick glass question. Sometimes on the beach, I'll find pieces of glass, and I've always wondered, are the pieces of glass from something that, fell off of a boat, or are they something formed in nature? I was always curious.
Who knows?
It says cores on it.
It rains glass sometimes. I'm just No, that's probably bottles. People break bottles, or something happens somewhere and the ocean washes it off. And once the glass is in the ocean for a couple of years, then it becomes like sandblasted. And that's where you get your sea glass from.
How many seconds I don't think a lot of people realize this. First of all, what's your address? So we can.
My address is 706 East Mason Street. We're close to Milpas. And our website is sbrglass.com. Our phone number, 805-965-1541.
Nice.
And you can find us on TripAdvisor, Yelp, Twitter, and all those.
What a lot of people don't understand why it's when you get that, when you take it out of, when you got that molten lava, how many seconds do you have before, to make something out of it before it's...
Yeah, one of the things I tell people, remember, when I was in Murano, they have the most amazing glass, crystal. We don't have crystal in the United States. It's illegal because it's lead, right? So crystal has a cooling time of 1 whole minute. So you can... work with the glass, go drink coffee, come back, and still move it, right? Well, maybe not. But anyways, our glass has 5 seconds working time. Once you blow the glass, you better take your time and do it fast. 5 seconds. I tell everybody, take your time and do it fast.
Nice.
It cools in 5 seconds. So you got to move super fast. Yeah. That's why the reason for working together with other people helps a lot, because one's torching, one's heating it up, and there's a whole bunch of things. But I just
dreams do you have for glass that have not been realized yet? For you as a glass blower, to become the second Chilhuli,
I never been, I just love what I do, and I have a passion for teaching people. But as far as being, I just want to enjoy my life one day at a time and share my passion with everybody that I meet.
And you do, and we love it, and thank you.
Walk-ins welcome, right? Always?
Oh, always welcome. I love when people come in, because that's when I create the best pieces. If I don't have anybody there, I don't even want to be there.
Yeah, so you're one of our Santa Barbara businesses that are so huge and so giving to our teen athletes with the amount of free glass blowing lessons, especially at St. Raphael's. Yeah. My kids went there, and you've continued since John's been in 6th grade. That's been a long time ago, and giving Joni Galvin, that's every year it rates as their best field trip. And I think we have a couple of St. Raphaelians in the house here, and I think in 8th grade, everybody. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, make your Christmas gifts.
That's it. So like it.
How cool is that?
That's it.
Make a drinking glass, anything.
Yeah, definitely. We got Kylie in the house, and she wants to get on the mic, so we're going to give her an opportunity after these. We're going to take a short little break. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
All right, God
Good
bless
to see you, everybody.
All right, let's take a little break. This is Erica Salda. Will be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. Cardinals are in the house. Put your hands together. Woo! Yeah! Look at that. It's so funny when I had to take a double take, okay? In the house, I'm so excited, I got to say. I have a female in the house. Her name is Kylie, okay? And I coached her at St. Raphael's. They needed a flag football coach, and they were allowed to have girls on the team. And to this day, I could close my eyes, and this girl made the most amazing catch ever, because it was real. I think they changed the rules, okay? Because of girls like you got extra points if a girl got a touchdown. It was great. Well, you have Kylie on the team. Oh, my goodness. She was my secret weapon. Am I right?
Yeah.
How did we do that year?
We won.
Every game, wasn't it?
Yeah, every game.
Every game.
Mm-hmm.
And the championship.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we lost ever.
No.
I kept my,
You did.
I did.
That is you're talking about, you did.
I know, because I don't like losing. Well, it's kind of hard because, what happens, you go up to... when I first met Michelle Lim, because I never knew who she was, and Joni introduced me, but Michelle had the hoodie on. Michelle's not that tall. So when I met her, I thought she was a kid, and she had the hood on. So how was I supposed to know that she wasn't a kid? So here I'm acting normal, like I am right now, right? And Joni's there, and then I find out, that, you met Michelle. I said, oh my God, it's over. I'm done. She's never going to let me coach. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just being me, and I was looking around for Michelle Lim. I just expected, this other person, not this 2-star. I mean, she was also Hall of Fame, right? St. Mary's. Did you know that? No, Hall of Fame. Yeah, 2 sports, basketball and softball. Oh, yeah. So she's definitely a total, loved the athletes, and blew up the whole program. I think the St. Raphael's went down to what? 4th grade, 5th grade?
St. Raphael's goes... for athletics?
Yeah,
4th grade.
4th grade, because it was only 7th and 8th grade my whole tenure. Mm-hmm. And then when she got there, she made 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, which was kind of cool. Okay, so the transition between St. Raphael's and then Bishop, perfect move for you guys, huh?
Yeah, loved it, yeah.
You loved it. You're a perfect Bishop person. Yeah?
Thank you.
So how hard is it now? Because all you guys came from the championship team 2 years ago? No, not you.
Not me.
Okay, so... championship team, same work ethic, same everything. You didn't have that kind of a team last year. Everybody graduated, right?
Yes.
So this year, what are you thinking? You're captain, right?
Yes.
Okay, of course.
Us, yes.
Oh, the co-captain.
Yes.
Okay, we've got a co-captain. All right.
Yeah, so we moved down into a league this year.
I like it when somebody whispers. Okay, you want to share the mic? That's okay. Don't be shy.
Into a different league this year. So we definitely, it's going to be more competitive for us. We're definitely looking to win league.
Okay.
We're 2-0 right now in league. We're just looking to be better than we were last year. Obviously, we didn't do too well last year, but we pretty much have the same, returning kids. So, yeah.
Well, this is your senior year, right? So
Yeah.
you want to make it happen. I mean, is there a chance to do the whole thing? Because were you in the same league when you won the championship 2 years ago?
So we were in the league that we just moved down from.
Okay.
With like Lorena and St. Bonnie, they're pretty good.
Right.
Santa Clara.
Okay.
So now we have like Villanova, Nordhoff.
Okay.
Kate. So definitely more schools that we can be more competitive with.
Okay. So what's your strengths and what's your weaknesses? Let me talk to Andrea about that.
Yeah.
Co-captain Andrea, senior, forward. Get out of my way. Yeah, go.
I think as a team, our strengths are really where, Kylie takes it to the hoop every single game. She drives straight through the middle. We have Anne Bentahado, another senior, and Kara and I were all down low just for extra support. And then we have a couple other juniors, really good shooters. We're a pretty good shooting team, and I think those are our strengths this year.
Nice. What are some of the special things your coaches are having you do this year that you didn't do before?
I think this year we've definitely been running a lot more, which I think really helps us a lot because at the end of the games, we're ready for, or at least halftime, we're ready for that second half. We're not as out of breath as we used to be, and I think Summer League, playing some of these teams that we have been playing, it's helped us out, and we're like more prepared and ready for all these games that we're going into this season.
What do you do to prepare for a game energetically in terms of like the meal before the game?
For us, we like to listen to a lot of fun music before when we're warming up, and I think that really hypes us up. And then we've also been getting each other like little gifts before the game, so we'll have our secret sisters just to show like everyone that we really care about each other. And I think this year we have just such a great bond as a team, which I know in past years has been, last year was a little struggle, but I think we're starting off the season great and just continue that.
But is there any kind of snack or special food that you feel like peps you up? And
Yeah, so we bring each other like candy and a Gatorade before every game. So we have that. So that's what like gets us going.
Candy and Gatorade.
Well, like a little piece of candy, and then we have a Gatorade for the game. And that's like it's like a secret sister. So someone else from the team brings it for us, and we bring it for someone else. And so and then our coach also brings us like gummy bears at halftime. He read somewhere that they're like supposed to like.
Sure, he did.
What did I hear? They like keep you going. So those are like the fun little snacky things that we have.
Well, there are gummy bears that are healthier than others, and there are like Trader Joe's. You read labels, and there are some candies and gummy bears that are great.
We don't eat tons, like 5.
Yeah, we don't eat that much.
It's kind of like a superstition.
We eat a lot, but
yeah.
I like to eat healthy like the day before a game. I'm really into I really love every day for lunch I'll have hummus and veggies and pita bread, and that really gets me through the day well, so I have a good practice later or a game also.
Excellent.
So let's throw the coach under the bus. It's my favorite last 2 minutes here. So what can we say about Coach Jeff? Since he won the championship 2 years ago, so has that made him a harder coach to play for, or is he a softer coach? What do you think? Because it changes people when you won the CIF championship, when you coach as long as he has. Mm-hmm. Has he raised the bar? Is more demanding? Because you're the same team. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So is he especially for you, Kylie? Higher expectations?
I don't know. I think he sees us all as different teams every year, but I think he definitely just in general wants, what's best for us and wants to see us succeed. Mm-hmm. So I think, it was hard for him to see us from what we were 2 years ago to what we were yesterday.
Right.
Last year.
Yeah, I got you.
But I think, he's just very accepting and always just wants us to do our best. So I think that's what really keeps us going because we might have problems with each other, or we're just not working well on the court, or whatever it may be, but he's just constantly positive and helps us to keep going. And I think that's what I really admire about him, rather than a lot of the other coaches that I've had, is that he's just continually positive with us and just very supportive. So
if you don't do your best, or you try your best but you don't do your best, what's the best advice you have gotten to bring you back to a place of resiliency and renewal of energy and motivation? What's worked for you? What do you like to hear that really gets you there?
Like from our coach?
From your coach and from one another. I mean, you said you support each other with gifts, and I just wondered how, if one of your teammates has not done as well as they wanted to, what have you heard that's made you feel better and brought you into a state of resiliency and bouncing back?
Yeah, well, personally, I mean, so I'm a shooting guard, so if I'm, not doing well, and we've had games that's so far this season where personally I haven't been doing very well, and I think what, helps me is everyone keeps telling me, keep shooting. And I like to hear that, because that makes me feel good that they trust me, that they, want me to keep shooting. So, I mean, I think we really support each other, with everything. We continually push each other to, be better. So, yeah.
Good. That's great. Do you have any input on that?
I think that if we have a bad quarter or something like that, our coach never fails to say, put that behind you. It's a new quarter. It's a new half. Just go in and beat the team during this half. You can't do anything about what happened. And I think that really helps just to give us a new, fresh start, because say if we are down by a few, it's those great comebacks that we've been having just from his awesome just halftime talks to us.
You guys are very blessed, because he really truthfully is a good coach. You're lucky to have him, honestly, in the league. And especially 2 years ago, he was coach of the year, right? That year too? 2 years ago?
I think so.
Definitely. All right, let's give a little hand. He's not here. Let's give him a hand anyway. Let's take a little break too. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m. Okay, here we go. She's back. Saved my leg. I'm so happy. I can't even believe it. After getting 150 to 200 cramps a day for weeks, and then having it just go away in days, it's just awesome. So, Katie, you've been just a score, I got to say. So thank you. It's okay if I say score. So many things I can't say today. This is
it depends on the connotation of the word score.
Thank you very much. And I am a big advocate for good nutrition.
Yeah,
good nutrition goes such a long way for us to have health and vitality.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. So, what's going on at Santa Barbara Body Therapy? Tell me what's going on.
Well, we have a number of different training programs. We have morning classes, night classes, and weekends. Mm-hmm. We have a student clinic. We have massage happening Monday through Friday afternoons and Tuesday through Thursday evenings. So there's lots of opportunity to come and get massage, or to come and learn how to give a fabulous massage. Right now we're training trigger point and Swedish and acupressure, and in the new year we'll be having deep tissue and shiatsu and a number of different wonderful modalities.
So we have 3 girl varsity basketball studettes in the house from Bishop Diego High School. Have any of you guys had a massage before?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes? Mm-hmm. Oh, fantastic. Of course, Kylie's had a massage. Okay. Seriously. So you have any massage questions to ask? So how does it work? Because, massages are expensive. So how does it work if you wanted to go in, and if you were a kid, didn't have a big pocketbook, because it's not like you have a job yet, you're going to school. How does that work?
Well, we have an opportunity to get a massage in the student clinic. They're generally $30.
Nice.
And if you are a person of need, approach us and let us know if you are an athlete. And we have specials at times when we have a large clinic, such as our Trigger Point Clinic that we'll be having all this month of January. And so we're happy to give discounted specials to our teens and to our athletes, for sure.
I also wanted to throw in, I'm a student. My name's Claire. And
Woo! Claire's in the house! Returning!
Yeah, it's good to be back. And so I just want to share how talented these students I've been working with are, and really how even though they haven't been there for like that as long as you'd think, it's really it's amazing, and even one massage can really change the way. It's an amazing experience, and I just highly recommend going and trying it.
It changes the way that you communicate with your own body.
It really does. Yeah, my whole relationship to myself has changed drastically, and I just feel way more aware of everything and my own body and energy, and reading energy, and being present and grounded. Yeah.
So I have a question for both of you. Actually, I think for Katie. You teach folks how to do massage. Do you have any courses to teach the layperson or the athlete points on their body where they can self-massage?
Absolutely. We have a number of small, short courses. We have an acupressure course where we teach 20 potent points that are specific for addressing pain or for enhancing energy, enhancing the immune response. Acupressure is a great modality that you can apply to yourself. Reflexology is another great modality where you learn the points on the hands and the feet, and you can stimulate those points through self-massage with a golf ball or with your own hands pressing on the points. We have nutrition classes also where you can learn to nourish yourself so that you can build more strength, more focus.
What's your address and your phone number?
We're at 516 North Quarantina.
Right.
And our phone number is 805-966-5802. Our website is sbbti.com.
Nice. Well, guess what? Another show is come and gone. I'm so excited. All right, Santa Barbara, we love you. We have a reach. I hope you're enjoying this show. 2017. Everybody, this is Erica Salda. God bless Santa Barbara. See you next week.